I never made a call to Diddy. I got Diddy's number. Just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
He told me to take me shop. I looked at him like, what you just say?
Ooh, this is a tight one. And the winner is Eminem, the Eminem Show.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep.
The new lawsuit coming with Jay. The part with Jay. I go, oh, shoot. Like,
To us, Black Excellence. Right?
I had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black Excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm going to be with you is this year. Yeah. Come on, bro.
For many years, hip-hop has been about big egos, serious competition, and stories that never go away. One of the longest fights has been between 50 Cent and Diddy. It started as a quiet rivalry between two New York stars and slowly turned into almost 20 years of insults, jokes, and pressure. Recently, things got more serious. Now, 50 isn't just making jokes. He's saying he knows what really happened at Diddy's secret parties and that some famous people were there. To understand how it got this bad, you need to go back to the early 2000s. 50 was rebuilding his life after getting shot and dropped by his record label. He later said he wrote a rap that Diddy performed on GDEP's song, Let's Get It. That quiet connection put them in the same world without making them friends. The tension never disappeared. It just grew quietly over the years until it exploded into the long fight that people still watch today.
Those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
That's why I don't be going to them puppy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time. What the fuck you talking about? Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this ain't my down the party. I like it. It's uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom. Like that is good.
The reason why their groups are so close is because all of them have a certain type of STD. I think they all got the alphabet. Now, bear with me, guys, because I'm not even trying to cap. I looked at it like this. You know they're not using condoms, right? So if you're in a party not using condoms, it ain't like you could catch something twice, right? You know, so if you already got something, ain't like you can catch it again. So I believe, one of my theories is that these people at these Diddy parties were so close because they all had STDs.
I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participate.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that 50. All of the stuff that he...
By the early 2000s, 50 Cent wasn't just getting famous. He was becoming one of hip-hop's boldest voices, and he wasn't afraid to call people out. Diddy quickly became one of his main targets. But this wasn't normal rap beef. There was something deeper to it, a feeling that never went away. Instead of stopping, 50 kept the pressure on through interviews, social media, and even his own TV shows. Sometimes it seemed funny, but usually it felt like he was challenging Diddy's public image and saying there was a difference between who people thought Diddy was and who he really was.
Well, you was paid because someone, felt like that I would potentially do something to them if they kept going in the direction that they were going.
Man, you are tough.
What are you talking about?
The fact that somebody put out a hit on him because he was going to f somebody up? What kind of shit is that? That's crazy.
But what is this all over?
I don't know.
It's difficult to explain, Robin, because when you're not actually in the environment or involved in this
Just
type of
explain it.
Explain it to
Explain
me.
it. We'll see if we can follow it.
Nah, man, it's just,
What happened? What had you?
it's
What,
so tough.
you were pissed off at someone and you were going after them. What were you pissed off about?
Nah, we was just having differences.
Oh, like over what? A woman?
Nah,
No
just
way.
going back and forth. Like, a guy got robbed in the actual neighborhood.
And he accused you of robbing.
Nah, he just seen me communicating with someone who actually
Robbed him.
robbed him. And he misinterpreted the conversation because he seen me laughing and us talking, but he didn't know I grew up with the guy.
You're talking to a guy who you don't even know up this other guy.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they think you're in cahoots with this guy.
Yeah, because you see you laughing and talking, they figure you laughing and talking about them.
Pain-wise, how bad is it to get shot in the face? Like, I mean,
Probably, I don't know how to describe that outside of,
is it a 10 on the pain scale?
it's not really like, because it's not as painful as having to visit the dentist repeatedly for root canal.
Really? Do you think you're dead at that point when you take 9 bullets? Do you go, oh, this is it, I'm checking out?
Well, you know, it's a life-threatening situation. It's just not. I've seen people going to the hospital under circumstances that were way less intense and not come out.
Yeah, it's a miracle you live. Did you think you were like Jesus had like saved you or something? Like, did you have a
Where were all
religious?
these bullets?
Oh yeah, you have those moments where you get a little closer connection to your higher power because you kind of don't have an answer.
But where
for
were all
why.
these bullets? Because if you're shot 9 times and you live, it probably didn't hit anything important.
Meanwhile, how lame is this guy who shot you?
Everything's important, Robin.
Yeah.
Everything's important.
But 50, how lame is this
Shoot
guy?
you in one of your unimportant areas, Robin.
Yeah, right. What's an unimportant area? You're right.
What the?
Oh yeah, he shot you in unimportant areas. Do you,
Talking medically.
but it's amazing your face isn't scarred from getting shot in the face,
I
right?
got the little dimple.
Oh, is that what it's from?
Oh, because
Eventually, 50 Cent went from trolling to making something bigger, a whole documentary series about Diddy and the accusations against him. The important part is that this wasn't just random internet drama. It was presented as a real, planned project meant to show what 50 says is the hidden truth about one of the industry's most powerful people. Once a major streaming deal was made, it stopped being just rumors and became a product designed to reach millions of people worldwide. Right now, the story is still playing out, but 50 Cent keeps saying the same thing. There's proof, and he believes it will come out eventually. After the trial ended, the worst charges didn't stick, but the court still found Diddy guilty on smaller charges about illegal transportation. This made people pay more attention, and for many, proved concerns that had been whispered for years. For 50, this wasn't a joke moment, it was a turning point. He's using the verdict to argue that Diddy's image was carefully built to hide the truth, and that the guilty verdict showed a pattern of manipulation and using power to control what people saw. That courtroom result only made 50 Cent push harder, because once official records become public, it's harder to ignore years of warnings. In hip-hop, your reputation is everything, and 50's moves are rarely random. Everything is part of a plan. By connecting the legal spotlight on Diddy to a big Netflix documentary, he keeps the story alive beyond the news. By responding to every update online, he keeps people's attention. And by hinting at unnamed people, he puts on pressure without going too far. Meanwhile, the industry's silence says a lot. It looks less like confidence and more like fear. But 50 works differently now. His power goes beyond music into movies, TV, and business. And that freedom is his real weapon. It lets him control the conversation, challenge protected stories, and force a public discussion that others want to avoid. At this point, this isn't just about revenge or drama anymore. For 50 Cent, it's about accountability and consequences. He's making it clear that he wants Diddy to answer publicly, and he's ready to keep pushing from every direction to make sure people don't look away. That means using big platforms, creating long documentaries, and suggesting more truth could come out as things continue, all while staying within legal boundaries. His message is clear and steady. This isn't noise for attention. It's a constant effort to keep the spotlight on, keep the questions coming, and make it harder for anyone to avoid responsibility. The long fight between 50 Cent and Diddy has now become much more serious. What used to be jokes has turned into claims that 50 has inside information. Suggestions that certain famous people might have been hurt after going to Diddy's private parties. and a clear plan to bring more details into the open. What started as personal beef has become a high-stakes public fight, made bigger by the upcoming Netflix documentary that won't let this quietly disappear. Now it's less about entertainment and more about exposure, pressure, and who controls the story. Because reputations, legacies, and power are all at risk as the attention grows stronger.